Okay, everybody, I'm going to show you how to add a community page to your website. So first thing you want to do is go to Site Builder, Collections, Interior Pages, Add Page, and then whatever you want the community page to be. So let's say Federal Way, let me see, Federal Way, The Ridge, homes for sale. Okay. And then I'm going to choose a layout. So text and image is a good one. Videos are also good if you're going to do an introduction video or something like that. I usually go with text and image. And then I like to use number 19. But you can see there are a ton of other options here. And if you do want to go the video route, there are 3 different options. You can do a video with a header, so on and so forth. I always like to do this one with this. Now, as I do these, I always try to, I shouldn't say try, I always want to use the same template. So basically, I'm going to create a bunch of these, and as I create these, I'm just going to change a couple minor little things in there. Let me see, where did I add it to? Federal Way. Paul, it's alphabetical, so let's look alphabetical. Federal Way community page. Again, if you want to, you can change the descriptions. So a page about Federal Way, Washington. And then click update. Wait, oh no, I want this one. So, okay. A page about Federal Way, Washington, homes in the Ridge, which is just a neighborhood that we have here. And then you can do Federal Way, Ridge, homes for sale. And then this is the mobile side of it. So if you want to do these same exact things for the mobile side, you can do that. And then click update, and then we're going to want to edit that. And then you'll see here we got the title. We have 3 different topics that we can put up here, and then 3 different topics down here. Now for me, I always do the CC&Rs for the neighborhood. So for the first one, the title is the same as before. So homes for sale in the Ridge in Federal Way, Washington. Okay, so that's the title. And then for the image, for this first one, you click Section 1 Image. Now I recommend that if you're going to do this, prep all of your images first. That way, because the process is kind of it's kind of clunky if you do add image here. So I would go and add all these images up front so that when you get ready to build the page, everything's there and you just need to do it. You don't go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to do just that photo and then select image, and it'll pop up. The headline is going to be CC&Rs for the Ridge in Federal Way. All right. And then same thing for the description, right? Get the CC&Rs for the Ridge in Federal Way, Washington. Now, the reason why I do CC&Rs is because it's very difficult to find CC&Rs on public websites or title company websites or anything like that. So you want to be the resource for those CC&Rs. So when somebody Googles that, your website is going to pop up. All right. Now in the learn more, I'm just going to put CC&Rs. Now this is the link to the CC&Rs. So in order to do the link, you have to upload the document into your website. So if we publish this page, and remember you can't break anything because you can always go back to the last version, right? So if I want to add a document, I go to Contacts, Contact List. Now you always have yourself in there, so click yourself. And then I'm going to upload file to archive. So I'm going to call it Federal Way. Let's spell it out. Federal Way Ridge CC&Rs. Okay. Now I'm going to look for file. I don't have any. Let's just do disk application. I don't even know what that file is, but I'm just going to pull it up. Click submit. You'll see that it's thinking here, and as soon as it gets done uploading the file, then it'll show here files in archive. Now remember, the file can't be more than 10 megabytes. So let's see. Okay, so it popped up Federal Way Ridge CC&Rs. Now you always want to use a PDF, because if you use a PDF, it automatically uploads it into the system and it assigns a URL. So I want to click on the URL and I want to copy that URL. Okay, we're going to leave it open just in case. Now we're going to go back to our interior pages and then to our 60-second, our Federal Way, the Ridge, homes for sale. Hit edit page. Okay, and then interior pages, and then we're back here. Now you want to get rid of that pound sign, and then I'm just going to post this in here. And then it should work. So for the second one, I always like to do the school information. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to pick the schools. Let's just use that one. That one looks good. And then I'm going to do a school information for Federal Way, Washington, the Ridge. Okay. And in here, I'm going to say get the school report card for Federal Way schools near the Ridge. Near the Ridge, right? Okay. Now for this one, I like to use access.wa.gov, and then I'll put a school report card in here. And when I do that, I'll hit search. It'll pull up the Washington State report card, and it'll give me every school in the district. And then I'm going to narrow it down to Federal Way. Okay, and then I'm going to hit go. Now you'll see the URL up here changed to that school district for Federal Way. So I'm going to copy that one to put in as my URL, right? So school info. Now the last one I like to do, the third one, is a search for homes in that neighborhood. Okay, so if I go to my website, right, which I already have the tab open up here, and I go to properties, search for homes, here's a Federal Way map, and I'm going to drill it into the ridge, which should be, let me see, when goes right, yeah. So this is the ridge in Federal Way, okay, basically. So I'm going to hit polygon, and then I'm going to do my little polygon around the ridge. And there's some apartments in here too and some other stuff. Okay. All right, and then what I want to do is I want to save the search. And since I already have myself in here, I put my email address in, .com, hit login. It'll say what search, let's call it the ridge. And then I want to email me updates and immediately, and then I'm going to hit save. Okay. Now what this is going to do, it's going to send me an email with this particular search. Now sometimes it takes a little while. So while we wait for that, we're going to go back here and we are going to do the image. Now on the image, I just like to take the search that I put in here, and I'm going to kill that. And you can do this with snippet. So I'm going to snip it. Let's change this to satellite because the satellite looks better. Okay, so we go here and we change it to satellite, and then exit drawing. Good. That was that. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go snippet. You'll see this little box will pop up. I'm going to do new, and then I'm going to snip this little area right here. Now when I snip that, I'm going to save this file, and just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to do it on the desktop. Hit save, and then I'll close that. I'll go back to my website, and I'm going to do section 3 image. So section 3 image, my images, add my image, browse, and I'm going to go back to my desktop. Here's that image. I'm going to save it in HP, that's fine. But what you really want to do is if you're going to do the ridge, then create a ridge folder. Right? I can take that, save image. So I click that little box. This is I can use it. Now it takes a little bit, and you'll see it kicked us out of our interior page. So we click interior page again, section image. We're going to go to the ridge. There's that photo. Select image, and it should fill that in. Okay. So in here, I'm going to put search for homes in the ridge in Federal Way, Washington. Okay. And then I'll put find your dream home in the great neighborhood of the ridge in Federal Way. Okay. And then here I'll put search for homes. And then the URL that I'm going to use should have come in my email. So I go back to my email, and then it says that I got a search. On that search, I'm going to go down to where it says view your saved search. It'll open a new tab. And while it's opening that tab, sometime today, it'll open that tab. There we go. It will pull up a search for just that neighborhood that we actually were looking at earlier. It usually doesn't go this slow though, so we will wait for a second here. There it goes. So it is searching for homes just in that neighborhood based on that search. we're going to copy this URL, okay, go back to our interior pages and post that in there, okay. Now, for the section 4, 5, and 6, which are these down here, what you really want to do is whatever somebody is searching for in Federal Way, you want to create content that matches that. You know, 10 best restaurants in Federal Way. You really want to do 10 best restaurants in Federal Way, link it back to your YouTube videos, so your YouTube videos will pop up. So, you know, whatever you want to do for these next 3 sections, it doesn't matter. Just make it something that it's organic, that somebody is going to pull up in Federal Way. Okay. Now, so I'm going to publish this page so it saves everything. If you're going to do a bunch of community pages, then you're going to want to go in here, hit Edit Community, create navigation page, and do communities. Now you can create your own tab just for that Federal Way one you want. The problem is you're going to do a bunch of these communities. As you do a bunch of these communities, you're going to clutter up the top of the book, of your website. Now you can just do communities or however you want to do it. I'm just going to do communities, okay? Now in the communities, I'm going to do all. Oh, hold on. Oh, I want to do drop-down items, sorry. Drop-down items, then Federal Way, the Ridge, and do, and then can I drag it? Nope. Yeah. So I just want to go, okay. Federal Way, I'm going to add it to the navigation. Okay, and then I'm going to select this, and you'll see drop down here. So I'm going to drag it to where it gets in there. And then once I do that, you'll see it's under there, always open in a new tab. And then this one I didn't want because that was the wrong page, right? So I got rid of that one, and then you'll see that. And then we go up Publish Navigation. Now you'll see it added the communities page right here, and then you'll see under the community page is the Federal Way Ridge Homes. So we're all done there. Now you're going to want to go in and fix these, right? And the more content you can add, the better off you're going to be. So if I go back here and view my website, okay, view website. This one's already done, so it's going to be this one. And then communities, Federal Way, the Ridge, and it should pop up with that web page. Okay, there you go. Now when you get in here, you're going to want to test these to make sure they work. All right. And for some reason, I don't know why it takes you out of the page. So, okay, school info. All right, Federal Way school districts. I really want to go back. Now, if you're not in the state of Washington, you can do this for Oregon. The web page doesn't look as nice, but it still gives you the information. So you just need to find that web page in Oregon. And the last one we'll check here, since we didn't do the bottom 3, is search for homes. And it should pop up. And there you go. And 2 homes will pop up. And they're both condominiums, so that's interesting. There's nothing for sale in the Ridge. Okay, so we tested that. We're going to do back again. Actually, we can close it. All right, close that one. And close that one. And then interior pages. Okay, so it's all set up now. All I need to do is do the rest of the information there, and we are good to go. Please give me a call if you have any questions, 206-200-1984. If you need some help with this, I'll be more than happy to help you with this. If you create the content put it in a Word doc or something for the items below here, that would be awesome. Then I can just come in and we can just upload it, do everything, and then with the photos and all that, it should not take more than a couple minutes to do, okay? So there you go. Again, if you need help, reach out. I'm here. Thanks. Bye.